killed another one.
Caution is out. A chain reaction accident down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, Brian Vickers, the drivers involved. Almirola clearly getting the worst of the damage.
Just people trying to go as fast as they possibly could. You see they're basically 3 wide there. I don't think Brian Vickers had any idea that the 42 was up on the outside of him. You can see Boyer running in the back of Kyle Busch. He tried to slow down. He slams into the 43, back into the 15. My goodness.
Behind Michael Lynette. It's like Vickers just cut Larson off a little bit, and that just started the whole thing.
So 2 separate incidents that combine. 55-43 have contact in the jam up.
Trouble! Start-finish line. Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman.
Cole Witt's teammate that just wrecked in that first caution. Actually, Matt Kenseth in the 20 looks like he kicked up into Joey Logano in the 22 that turned him sideways.
Trevor Bayne, the 21, looked to me, Larry, like he was going to bump draft. Got him going. A lot of different looks here.
Oh, we got a crash. Whoa, trouble out here on turn number 4. Justin Haley nails one other machine. It looks to be Matt Tifft.
It is the 24 and the 2 already around at the top of the screen. That's kind of out of turn 3 into turn 4. Bagley, it's really just a shocker that only 2 are involved, as narrow as that bit of racetrack is.
Yeah, you got that right, because as you know, Stevie, when somebody gets loose here in turn 3 over to 4, more times than not.
So here's the AARP Drive Den Hunger Chevrolet for Jeff Gordon, who began the birth of this speed.
Whoa, guys, whoa.
There. The cars step out. Some of them have been up the hill, but Jeff's was just loose enough that the back end came around.
Yeah, Dale, it wasn't like it bottomed out or did anything. It just got.
Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell on the front row. Johnny Sauter going around and some contact.
No caution yet. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Stuart Friesen in the 52 with heavy front end damage.
Johnny was getting a push from behind, and it turned him sideways. Watch the 19 of Austin Cindric. That's the 3rd truck in line on the outside.
Oh, man. I think Cindric went to go around Sauter. He didn't make it.
Well, it looked like there was all of a sudden a gap between Johnny Sauter and Chase Briscoe.
Like Johnny lost some momentum
for some reason.
Now, did Chase...
Hard into the outside wall. We heard from Jeremy before he climbed into that 51, and he will not be happy about this qualifying performance.
Wow. Hard hitting that safer barrier. See him down there. He talked about how much character this racetrack has. Look right about the tunnel area, Jeff, and it's like more than likely the bumps induce that.
Big trouble. Long pond straightaway. Damage for Casey Kane and others. Greg Biffle with some debris on the front of his grill, and there's Carl Edwards, 2-time Pocono winner. Off of turn 1. That's a hard kiss.
Yeah, the 18. Wow. I don't think the 18 knew the 5 was out there, and I think the 5. It looked like the 5 just jumped up the racetrack to avoid the 18.
And you see the 99. Someone had to have gotten into the back of the 99 to spin him back across the racetrack that way, because he was really behind everything.
And I'm not sure how much damage Greg Biffle got, but the front end of his grill was carrying some debris.
Yeah, maybe there's another angle when we can see what exactly happened to Carl. It looked.
Hamlin and Trevor Bayne and a car in the wall. Hard in turn number 1.
If it's on fire in the car, I need you to...
Dale Earnhart Jr.
As I can. If it's on fire in the car there.
Wow, that
All
thing
right,
is
get low if you can. Come on low. Start working your way low. Work your way low. One more car. Come on down. Come on down. Turn left. Sunfire. Get out.
Watch the 88.
Yeah, he's going down the front here, headed toward turn 1. You can see at 190 mile an hour, and he lost a tire.
Did he not? I believe he just drove down through the grass, which is not unusual
exactly
for doing that here.
Yeah, that's right. Looking back on it, yeah, he clipped the grass, and
However, the left front looked down as he came across.
Landers into the wall. Landers is around.
Landers sideways, contact is made, and they pile up. The yellow flag comes out.
Ty Dillon's backwards against the outside wall.
Landers got really sideways to start that, and Dillon got the worst of it into the outside wall.
No problem. Leaders just going into 1.
Landers right up against the wall, got loose, and then the 3 gets caught up as well as the 98.
Yeah, no issue with the 18 of Joey Coulter.
Joey was racing
on his inside. He's got Johnny Sauter on his outside, and they continue 3-1.
Oh, we got a crash in the tri-oval. James Buescher got turned. Big crash.
Oh, and now coming up behind him, we've got quite a few more trucks that are moving into the smoke and can't see where they're going.
Johnny
Benson, one of those trucks.
Ricky Carmichael got hit. That was just a situation where Buescher had gotten touched in the left rear quarter panel. I was watching this develop.
Yeah, that's Johnny Benson saying, sorry, fellas, we're done.
James Buescher was running second when they crossed the start-finish line to Ron Hornaday.
And I think.
Yeah, James is on the outside of a 33 of Hornaday. It looks like Todd drifts up the hill, gets into him a little bit, turns him sideways.
James was perfect. He was up beside Hornaday racing for the lead, and Todd and you know, we talked about how difficult it is to race a truck through the tri-oval. Todd couldn't get his truck turned, and he got into the left rear of Buescher.
They call it a straightaway, but it's really not. It's an 18-degree banked turn.
There goes Johnny.
Johnny was trying to make his way back to the pits, and then obviously had an oil line or something ruptured.
And front straightaway, hard in the wall goes Casey Mears.
I was watching these guys in turn 3 and 4. There was no way they were going to make it off turn 4.
Well, that's not the caution Casey Mears wanted to see, but all those drivers that took the wave around.
It was a 55 of Mark Martin, who was several laps down. And then here they come. Bouncing off the wall, and again, even though it's a wide front straightaway, when they start bouncing off the wall, you just get into it.
Keselowski took a pretty hard hit to the outside there.
Yeah, his car has serious damage.
I think washed up, and
well, it looks like the 13 maybe had to get up out of the throttle like he was going to get into the wall, and then when he did, Menard in the 27 piled into him.
Come off the corner and everything just kind of stacks up. Now, Michael Annette was there. Mike Wallace came down. From Joe Nemechek's.
Major development here at Martinsville. One of our championship contenders, John Hunter Nemechek, and heavy damage.
Well, that's just about as hard as you can hit the wall here at Martinsville. Trying to get that truck turned around. Remember how much damage he had at Talladega.
There's no one around him.
That has the looks of maybe a throttle hanging, or
looked more like a wheel hop to me, or perhaps
a
brake issue. I don't see any way that, well, maybe. I feel like he just maybe had a brake issue. And wow, heavy contact here at Martinsville.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, trouble. And the caution's going to come out. The 17 of Timothy Peters around, the 39 involved in this, Ryan C. And it's
Bubba Wallace.
Darrell Wallace Jr.
During the caution. He's over in turn number 3.
A lot of damage to that truck.